Blog Talk Radio.
Podcast for plus-size women. I'm your host, Chenese coming to you live from Los Angeles. Today is Monday, August 15th, 2011. Plus Model Radio is a proud sponsor of the 5th Annual International Fuller Woman Expo, which will be held on September 10th, 2011 at the Detroit Historical Museum in downtown Detroit, Michigan. The International Fuller Woman Expo features products, services, and seminars that give plus-size women a day of education, empowerment, and enjoyment. Returning this year as keynote speaker is the fabulous Kim Coles. Admission to the International Fuller Woman Expo is $10. To purchase tickets, to become a vendor or sponsor, or for additional information, visit thefullerwomanexpo.com. And I'm coming to Atlanta September 30th through October 2nd for Project Curb Appeal's 2011 Sisterhood Conference. This conference is designed for women groups, clubs, and organizations uniting for the ultimate experience. I will be there to host the main event, Rock the Runway, and right before that event, I will be presented with a Curvy Icon Award during the VIP pre-show dinner, which I am very excited and honored to be receiving. For more information and to be a vendor or sponsor, visit sisterhoodconference.com or WeRockTheRunway.com. And if you haven't already, don't forget to check out this month's edition of Plus Model Magazine. The magazine is in a new format and is absolutely fabulous, and it gets better and better with each issue. Visit PlusModelMagazine.com. Now, today on our show, our guests include Tiffany Bank of TLC's new reality show, Big Sexy, founder of One Chance Entertainment, Sandy JeanPhillipe, but first is Casey Culver, co-founder of AboutCurves.com. As a curvy teenager, Casey Culver hated the functional but unattractive bras, panties, and pajamas she had to wear. That's why she talked to her mother, Robin Culver, into starting a plus-size lingerie business in 2001. Since then, they have worked with numerous manufacturers to design and produce plus-size lingerie that's fun, sophisticated, beautiful, edgy, anything but boring. AboutCurves.com offers more than 200 styles of plus-size lingerie that truly flatter and fit curvy women. Casey writes The Curvy Angle, the company's blog, and focuses on social media communication. She promotes size acceptance, self-esteem, and the need for plus-size women to express their sensuality. And let's welcome Casey to the show. Hi, Casey. How are you?
Hey, Chenese. I'm great. Thanks for having me on the show.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you on the show. Now, prior to starting this business with your mother, did either one of you have experience within the plus-size fashion industry at all?
No, we had no experience whatsoever, except that we were both curvy women, and we were both really frustrated with the lack of options available to us.
So this company was really built on passion. You just saw a lack for something for women like you, and you wanted to do something about it.
Absolutely. And we also wanted to help women feel more confident about their bodies. because, even from the time that we started this business, we could see how much size acceptance and body acceptance were issues, especially among the curvy community.
So let's talk a little bit about your company. So what is the size range of lingerie that you carry?
We have lingerie starting in 1X up to 7X.
Oh, okay, wow. And so the lingerie that you carry, is it just like sleepwear and baby dolls type of things, or do you also have bras and panties?
We don't have bras and panties, mostly because our experience as consumers was that those were things we like to try on, and not just, order unseen. We do have crotchless panties, but we have corsets and bustiers and sleepwear like pajamas and nightgowns. We also have baby dolls and teddies. We have bedroom costumes.
Oh, okay. So it's a lot of things to choose from. So what's the price point of your merchandise?
We sell things that range everywhere from $19.99 up to about $120.
Okay, and so what would be the most expensive thing that you carry for the $125?
The most expensive thing that we carry are bustiers with boning in them that are very structured, and the material that they're made out of is also very expensive. So
what do you think makes your lingerie stand out from other plus-size lingerie companies?
I think the number one thing that we try to do is to give our customers the experience of getting a gift. So we wrap each item of lingerie individually with tissue paper before we ship it, so that when you get the lingerie, you have the opportunity to open up a present for yourself.
Wow. And do you have things that maybe you can't find anywhere else?
We definitely have tons of things that we can't find anywhere else. We design many of our own pieces. We also tend to stay away from the manufacturers that most of the other companies use.
Right. A lot of lingerie companies, they use the same pictures and the same products.
Exactly. And so we've always tried to complement those companies by offering different things.
Right. Now, besides being a co-founder of the company, you also are a blogger for the company, and you write for the blog Curvy Angle. Now, tell me about some of the things you blog about.
Well, the Curvy Angle is a combination of things about the company and sales that we have going on, but I also blog a lot about just the plus-size community and the ways that I see plus-size people being portrayed in the media, in magazines and on television, experiences that I have with size acceptance and body acceptance. And right now I've been busy writing all day because we have a blogathon going on right now about size acceptance and self-esteem.
Now tell me a little bit how the concept came about for this size acceptance charity drive. Did it start because you are a blogger yourself and you thought about that it'd be a great way to get more people blogging about it, or tell me how did it come about?
That's exactly how it came about, Chenese. I get so mad when I come across things like very recently, a friend of mine on Facebook posted all of these pictures from this new iPhone app that's called like Fatty Pic or something like that. And so you take a picture of somebody and then it makes them look fat. And they posted all of these pictures on Facebook laughing at it. And, I mean, that makes me so angry.
Right.
Have you seen that before?
I haven't seen it, but I know they do that to celebrities. They make them bigger to make a joke out of it.
Right, right. And so, experiencing things like that in my everyday life, I became aware of how much it affects my self-esteem and how much it affects the self-esteem of the people that I know and our customers. And so I really felt like maybe if we could have a voice as a community and really start to talk about these issues that we often sort of tend to not talk about because they're embarrassing, that maybe we could affect the way that society perceives us, the way that media portrays us, and also have some personal empowerment to do things like fighting back against the diet industry.
Now, there are 4 ways to get involved with your size acceptance charity drive. Tell me the different ways that my listeners can get involved.
Absolutely. Well, the first thing that you can do is to blog or post on Facebook or send an email to your friends, anything to share your own story about your journey to self-acceptance and body acceptance. I think that's one of the most powerful things that we can do is just to share our stories with other people so that this topic does get some attention, so that we start, really paying attention to this. Another thing that you can do is just spread the word about the Blogathon on Twitter or on Facebook. You can go to our webpage about Curves and, talk to us on Facebook about your size acceptance, or on Twitter we have the hashtag #LoveYourCurves, and you can use that to just, talk about your own experience with size acceptance.
Now, on your web...
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. There's one more thing.
The other thing that you can do is make a donation to the NAAFA, which is the National Association to Advance Fat Acceptance. And they are a national organization that works to prevent size discrimination in the workplace and in society, and to educate people about a lot of the myths that are out there. It's really amazing how many people think that dieting is effective. And, statistics show that 90% of diets fail.
So on your website, for people that want to blog to be a part of the charity drive, you have a list of topics that bloggers can write about. But are you saying it's not limited to those topics? You can just write about anything you feel involving size acceptance?
Absolutely, and self-esteem. And, if, you've had your own experience with things like the dumb iPhone app, even write about those, because my friend who was doing it wasn't really thinking about how it would make, his friends who were plus size feel about that.
Right.
Or what kind of message it was sending that, being curvy is something that should be laughed at.
Now, why did you choose NAFA to be the organization that benefited from the drive? Because I got to be honest, I was surprised because a lot of mainstream companies don't really support NAFA because it's more fat acceptance.
Well, we found that it was a really good nonprofit that took a firm stance against size discrimination.
Right.
And, it was very targeted towards the same aims that we had for raising awareness to this. So, for instance, we could have chosen the National Organization of Women, for instance, but that would have supported, a much broader sort of idea. And because the NAAFA is about size acceptance, it's about fat acceptance, it's about righting wrongs, like the fact that overweight and obese women make about $6,500 a year less on average than their thinner counterparts.
Right. And I want to be clear, I was asking that not to say that there's anything wrong with the organization. There's a lot of the companies that are more fashion-based with plus-size models. They don't really embrace the size acceptance. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, I think, if you look at our website, all of our models, we do all of our own photo shoots. All of our models are at least a 1X. Many of them are a 3X or a 4X. And we really believe that size acceptance, that fat acceptance is important. And, I know that fat is a sort of political term, right, or a polarizing term. A lot of people don't like the word fat, but when you get down to it, the organization is dedicated to ending size discrimination, which to us is really the goal. If we can get companies to stop fat discrimination and the media to stop showing us these unreal images, then, we'll live in a society where our kids don't feel like they have to diet by the time they're 10 years old.
Right. Well, I think it's fabulous. I think the size acceptance charity drive is a really great idea, and I hope you do it annually because I think it's awesome. Now, you mentioned
we definitely want to do it annually. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You mentioned that you use plus-size models from a 1X all the way to a 4X, which is really awesome because a lot of ladies that want to pursue being a plus-size model sometimes feel discriminated when they're on the bigger size of plus. So are you ever looking for plus-size models for any fashion shows or photo shoots or anything you're doing? And if so, how can my listeners submit?
If you go to our website, aboutcurves.com, you'll find a link there about if you're interested in modeling, and you can send us an email with a couple of photos, and we will keep you. We do photo shoots usually about twice a year, so we will keep you and contact you when our next photo shoot is coming up.
So where are you located? Because would you need models that are in your area?
Yes, or models that are willing to travel to our area. And we are in Northeast Maryland. Okay.
And do you have anything else coming up that we can be on the lookout for?
Well, after this blogathon is finished, I think we're going to go back to focusing on adding new products and giving our customers all of our attention. So you can definitely be on the lookout for some good sales coming up. We've started doing 24-hour sales that we post on Facebook and Twitter and through our email. So if you're not on our email list, please, join that and keep talking to us because we love interacting. I love interacting since I'm the person who does the social media with our customers.
And tell us your official website, how we can shop and go to the Size Acceptance Charity Drive page.
Our website is www.aboutcurves.com. And if you go there, on our homepage, there's a banner for the Size Acceptance blogathon, and you can just click on the link from our homepage. We've got a great sale going on right now, so you can look at what's on sale.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being on the show. It's a pleasure speaking with you, and I think what you're doing is great. And I love the fact that you're using larger plus-size models and promoting size acceptance. You definitely have my support in all that you do.
Well, thank you so much, Chenese. I'm so glad that you had me on the show tonight. And, hey, if you want to contribute something about your own journey to size acceptance, we'd love to publish it.
All right. I will do that. It's a deal.
All right, good.
All right. Well, enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thanks, you too. I'm going to keep listening
Bye-bye.
to you. Bye.
And next up on the show is Sandy JeanPhillipe. Born out of the principle that she must be the change that she wants to see in the world, Sandy created One Chance Entertainment to give talented but overlooked minorities and full-figured women the opportunity to make it in the music, film, television, and fashion industries. She appeared on E! Network's Bank of Hollywood, where she made her mark impressing the judges with her style, dance moves, and sassy attitude. Miss Sandy has just kicked off her second annual Evolution of Curves tour for the Haiti relief efforts, and we're excited to have her on the show. Let's welcome Sandy to the show.
Woo! Hi, Chenese. How are you?
I am wonderful. How are you? You had a show last night. Are you still tired?
Of course. I'm surprised I'm even here. Like, it's been a crazy roller coaster, but it was exciting. It's great. You know, I'm trying to wind down right now.
Right. Well, last night was the kickoff to your second annual Evolution of Curves tour, which I had the pleasure of attending. Now, tell us about the tour and where you will be headed to next.
Yes. Okay. The Evolution of Curves tour, We Won't Forget Haiti. Basically, the title says it all. You know, last year we kicked off the Haiti Cherie Heritage Foundation is our nonprofit organization that is helping us build houses in Haiti. So this year, I know a year later, people probably forgot. There's been so many other tragedies going on. So we simply said we won't forget Haiti, because I personally can never forget Haiti and what has happened there. So this year we're back again. We officially kicked off in Los Angeles, and I'm excited that Apple Bottoms, of course, by Nelly, is our presenting sponsor. And this year we added a little twist as well. We're looking for a spokesmodel this year to represent Evolution of Curves, and this one young lady will represent what our focus is and what our brand is, and she'll also get a beauty campaign ad with Lamique Beauty Cosmetics. So this year we have a lot going on, and we're very excited about it. We're going to 6 cities, and we anticipate on making special appearances other places as well. But next stop will be on September 22nd in Atlanta.
Now, one of your main sponsors is Apple Bottom Jeans, which I think is very exciting because I love Apple Bottom Jeans. Tell me how you hooked up with that company, because I think this is the first plus-size fashion show that I've been to that they've participated in.
Yes, correct. That's correct. Apple Bottoms by Nelly is the first urban brand to sponsor a curvy size, plus-size, fashion event. How did I hook up with them? Let me think. Gosh, that's a good question. That's making me really think, how did I do it? I did some research, and I reached out to them, and I just told them what we were doing, what it was about, and they were all for it. They were on board with it, and I was just excited that they agreed to it, and, Nelly and his brand actually took on, such a project. Of course, it's something charitable, and also it's dealing with full-figured women, so it's like, It's exciting because, as you stated, it's never been done before. So we always want to show mainstream, of course, that fuller-figured women can move, we can dance, we can look good. And he doesn't only have Apple Bottoms isn't only denim or jeans. Like, we showed a variety of clothing, and I was excited about that because I was like, whoa, like you have cocktail dresses, you have different looks that we put out there. And it was exciting to see that because a lot of people came up to me, I want that. And I'm like, okay, you got to go to applebottoms.com because I don't have the clothes. So you got to go online and get the clothes. Huh?
They have really cute clothes. I saw some things I like, too. So another one of your sponsors you briefly mentioned is Lamique Beauty, and you're going to have the contest. But tell me more about that. So is it one girl will win per city and then one overall from everybody? Tell me the breakdown of how it's going to work.
Yes, we have, of course, we have 3 finalists from each city.
Okay.
That we went to casting, and of course LA was the first one, so the first winner was chosen. So of all the girls, each girl that wins from the city, Lamique will choose who will represent their brand. that one
so
girl.
Will it be a total of 6 or one from the 6?
One grand prize winner from the 6 will win the beauty campaign ad, but each girl from the city will, of course, they're that city's winner.
So you already have the model selected for each city, right? So if somebody wants to still be involved, is it too late to enter for that contest?
Absolutely not. They can always, for the contest, yes, but to be a part of the showcase, no. They can always, if they miss casting calls, we're still having rolling casting calls in each city. We're looking for, all shapes, sizes, ethnicities. We're actually still casting in Atlanta. We want a great group of girls. We want women to come out in different sizes. We want to showcase the different varieties. So we're still having rolling auditions for the actual showcase, but for the Lamique Beauty contest, yes, that is already closed.
Okay. Now, your fashion shows have charitable efforts to support the people of Haiti. Now, let's go into detail why this is so close to home for you.
Oh, my gosh, okay. Well, JeanPhillipe, my last name says it all. My parents are both from Haiti, and I was born and raised in Miami. I'm of Haitian descent, but I was raised with Haitian values. So I come close to, of course, just being from there. Just being over here in California and my parents away, I'm remembering last year the phone call that I've got, because I actually told my mom what happened, because I think it was on Twitter or the news. I saw it somewhere that an earthquake hit. And so I called my mom and I said, hey, did you talk, with anyone from back home? And she was like, what do you mean, what's going on? So she started calling and she couldn't get in contact with anybody. So those next 3 days were crucial because my mom couldn't find anybody. And can you just imagine, and I know you can relate as well because of Katrina. So you could just imagine that you can't hear from someone, from your loved one, your family members, for 3 days. It was crazy. So it was emotional. It was crazy. Everyone was running around because there was a lot of phone calls to make to find out, hey, what's going on. And I got a phone call. I think a week or so later, my auntie was okay, and she was the first person I spoke with. And to hear her, crying on the phone saying, "Get me out of here! Get me out of here!" Me being here, everyone in another country always thinks, if you're in the United States, you're living the grand life per se. There's like, of course, coming to America is like everyone's dream is to be here. So for her to say that to me, like, come out, come here, come get me, and I'm like, I feel so helpless. Like, what can I do? I don't know what to do because I'm not, on Diddy's level. I don't have Diddy's bank account, bankroll, so I can't just drop money like that and figure out how to get these people out. So I just told myself, I have to dedicate my life and my company to Haiti, not only because of my family, but there's other people out there. Like, I looked beyond my family because when I found out about Tent City, I was disgusted. It was too many major corporations, major even celebrities, major companies, organizations that was sending money, and I couldn't understand. It wasn't like registering to me or adding up. Why is it that you've raised $8 million and people are sleeping in the ground or people are not eating? I'm not understanding that. So I just said, you know what, I'm a person, I'm going to take matters into my own hands, and I will rebuild Haiti one house at a time, pretty much.
So
go ahead.
You actually been to Haiti since the devastation has happened?
No, the organization has. I haven't gone there yet. I'm going in December.
Okay. And you're going to go and volunteer and help rebuild?
Yes, I'm going to hammer some things out. Yes. I'm going to build. Yes, that's my plan. I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty.
Now, the Evolution of Curves Tour is a production by your company, One Chance Entertainment. Now, tell us a little bit about the company and some of the other things you do besides the Evolution of Curves.
Okay. Oh, thanks for asking. Well, One Chance Entertainment is simply stated that, as you said it before, I always wanted to give underrepresented talent the platform, the opportunity to showcase their talent because, as your last guest said, there's a lot of size discrimination, different types of discrimination. So I said, why not build something that can, change that can have people come in and do what they know how to do. Besides doing fashion shows, we do talent showcases, social events, speed dating. We're venturing off into TV and film and pageantry. So it also that's we evolved into the tour, doing tours, and we have a clothing line as well, and that was featured last night, and I was so happy because it's like, wow, look at my baby just coming out, born. It was just good to see something like that come out and just watch how the company has evolved. And we also have a dance team, Evolution Dance Team. It's a plus size dance team, and I think you were there for that. I'm not sure. But that's how One Chance Entertainment is we encompass a lot of things, but definitely fashion show production, talent development,
And I recently saw you and your dance team on BET's Born to Dance trial.
Yes, that was exciting. Like Lorianne Gibson is one of the many choreographers that I love and look up to, and to just have that opportunity to audition for her was great. That whole process, and I know how audition processes go.
Right.
It's just so different when it's one thing when it's acting, because I also do acting and modeling. So it's one thing when it's acting and modeling, and it's another when you're going out for an audition for dancing. And it was just a very surreal atmosphere, and you just look at these people while they live and breathe dancing, this is what they do. And I got a glimpse into Lorianne's life, just a little glimpse, because the dreams were shut down, that day, because clearly I didn't get on the show.
But they did a nice write-up of you on the website that I thought was really nice.
Yes, because, you always have to have that professionalism and just show your personality, just be genuine, and just, you show that you're happy to be there. I was just happy that, there's some auditions they'll just kick you out if you don't even look the part. You can go.
Right.
Don't even waste their time.
Right.
So for them to interview us and ask us to speak with us and things like that, and allow us to do that, it was great. It was fun. It was there real early. I was sleepy, but it was great, and it was so much energy, so much positive energy. Knowing that there's only 20 slots, it was 1,000 girls, and they were all hungry for it. And what was crazy was that it wasn't a lot of full-figured girls, but there wasn't any hating amongst, the skinny girls. They wasn't looking at us funny. We befriended so many girls. And, sometimes you would think, oh, look at what they doing here, or, some type of cattiness would go on. None of that. Everybody was and they were actually helping, well, not us, but, they were helping each other. You want this spot, but, you saying, no, 5, 4, 6, 8, no, do your arm. It was good to see that. I haven't seen that in a while when it comes to auditions and competition and stuff. So it was great. I'm
glad that was a positive experience. Now, for my listeners, tell me how, if anyone is interested in submitting for being a model for your company, how they can do so.
Well, they can go on onechanceentertainment.com or they'll see the model sign up, or they can go to eofcurves.com and submit information there as well. Or also our publicist, Connie Cruz, she's always accepting model submissions on our behalf, of course, and that's alistprfirm@gmail.com. She's the best person to contact to go through all the model submissions and get everything. And, overall, she knows everything about the tour and what we're doing. So that would be the 3 avenues you can go.
And your website that you just mentioned is the way to find out more about the Evolution of Curves tour and to purchase tickets as well?
Yes. If you log on to www.eofcurves.com, the letter E of Curves, so it's short for Evolution of Curves.com, and you'll see all the information on the next cities we're going to, and you can purchase tickets online.
Well, awesome. Well, thank you so much for being on the show. I had a really good time last night at the show, and the ladies look lovely, and I, definitely wish you success. And I don't have to be of Haitian descent to support the rebuild of Haiti, so you definitely have my support.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. And I also did want to mention that we also always showcase upcoming designers and just, we don't always, do national brands. So I do want to give a shout out to the designers that were, participating as Yanni Couture, My Honey. We had Stella Dot and Sexy Little Things. So I was excited to showcase their clothing and just show a different variety. And I'm very excited that you support us and your followers and your listeners are also supporting, our ventures. And of course, you don't have to be Haitian descent to be a part of the cause. So I'm very excited about that, and I thank you, for your hospitality and just showing up and, enjoying yourself.
Yes, well, continued success with the rest of your tour, and keep in touch and let me know how everything's going.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And last but definitely not least is Tiffany Bank. Tiffany Bank is a plus-size model, actress, host, and writer-producer. She has modeled for brand names such as Liz Claiborne and DKNY. Tiffany has walked the catwalk for designers including Monique C., Ashley Stewart, Abby Z., and Lane Bryant, and department stores such as Macy's, Nordstrom's, and Bloomingdale's. Tiffany has appeared in Obvious Magazine, Manic Magazine, Gigi.com, All You Magazine, Newsweek.com, TV Guide, NY Daily News, Entertainment Section, WE Television, The Tyra Banks Show, and Sex in the City, too. She is currently a regular contributing writer for Plus Model Magazine and is pursuing acting and hosting. Check her out on the new show, the new reality show on TLC called Big Sexy, airing August 30th at 10 p.m. Let's welcome Tiffany to the show. Hi,
Yay!
Tiffany. Hey. So I'm so
hey girl,
excited.
Hey.
I'm so excited to talk to you because you got
Yay.
big things happening right about now. But first, let's introduce you to some people that might not be familiar with you. So tell us, how did you get your start in modeling?
So actually, I started in San Francisco. I was just kind of modeling for friends who were photographers that were testing out lighting and testing new things. I just wanted to do it for fun. And I was watching TV one day, and I saw this amazing, gorgeous, beautiful woman on a runway for Jean-Paul Gaultier in 2006. And, 300 pounds, 5'8", by the name of Velvet D'Amour. And I saw her, and my whole world just shifted upside down. And she really inspired me because I had never really, as a plus-size woman, seen a woman on a high-fashion runway who looked like that, who was a plus-size woman. And so I moved to New York shortly thereafter, and I said, you know what, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it the right way. And she really inspired me, and I came here, and I just kind of got my feet wet and started from there.
When did you move to New York?
I moved in 2006, so literally just a few months after seeing Velvet, I was like, oh, my God, that's so inspiring. So, she really motivated me and inspired me, and I figured I'm going to do it professionally and hopefully be that same, motivation for the next woman or the next plus-size woman who, because I never saw anyone like that in in mainstream media. So I was just so inspired, and here I am.
So you moved to New York and you pursued your career and you were able to book fabulous jobs. And in addition to modeling, now you've branched out into acting and hosting. So tell us some of the things you've been able to do in those areas.
Yeah, I actually started hosting in San Francisco when I was living there for local events and independent artists and stuff like that. And I just love being on stage and just, working a crowd and just getting everyone, I used to do a lot of poetry events and things like that. So that's where the hosting started. Then I came here and I started my online show, Tiffany Plus. And then acting, I just started doing it a little bit over a year ago, and I've had the pleasure of working with, acting coaches like Wendy McKenzie and Tasha Smith and Mariska Phillips at the Susan Batson Studio. So I just started doing that over a year ago, and I'm still learning, and I'm still going to classes, and I've been able to do some movie work, some background work, and I got to do Sex in the City too, which was super exciting. Maybe not for anyone, but just me and my mom were really excited about it.
No, that's a big show. What you mean? Everybody's excited about that.
I wasn't anything special like you. If you blink, you'd miss me. But me and my mom were really excited about it.
Well, and besides the acting and the hosting, you're also a writer and a regular contributor for Plus Model Magazine. What are some of the topics that you write about for Plus Model Magazine?
Oh, writing for Plus has been such an amazing experience. I was thankful to my editor, Maddie. She saw some of my previous work, and she said, you know what, you should write for us. And my first interview was Velvet, my mentor, and I was freaking out. Yeah, I was really freaking out, and I was like, this is some irony and some, like, it's just so weird how things happen. And I actually do interviews once a month. I basically find aspiring plus-size models who submit to the magazine, and I interview them and, you know, try to give them advice and resources. And I do that monthly, and I also do interviews for, like, designers and reality show stars. I've interviewed people like the designer Jessica Beefy, who was on Project Runway, and Velvet, and a few other reality show stars, and I get to cover events for Plus. So it's been so much fun because it's just, I love the people that are a part of the magazine. So it's been such a great experience.
Right. And so now you are a part of the cast of TLC's new reality show, Big Sexy. Now tell us the concept of this show.
Okay, so it's not a weight loss show, and
Good.
It's not a dating show,
Good.
and it's not a competition show.
Good.
So it's basically, it's 5 plus-size women in New York City trying to make, you know, their careers happen in the fashion industry. So you'll follow 5 women, myself included, in our daily lives, so personal lives and our careers. And it's kind of like a one-on-one conversation between, you know, us 5 girls and the audience about our struggles of being in the industry, trying to make it, and then just being plus-size women and our struggle of just being a plus-size woman in everyday life in the mainstream.
Now, TLC describes it as a 3-part plus-size fashion series. So since it's a 3-part, is it more of a documentary than a reality show?
It's kind of both. It does definitely have a reality show theme to it as far as editing and the things that we shot. But it's really, it follows our lives very closely. So it's 3 episodes to start, and, you know, fingers crossed, if everyone falls in love with us, then we'll have more seasons and more episodes. And so I need everyone to tune in and tell their friends, to tell their mamas, to tell their best friends, cousins, dog walker, to watch it so that it can go more than 3 episodes.
Now, this isn't the first reality show on television featuring plus-size women. There was one before called More to Love that we thought was going to be really great, but it turned out to be a hot mess. So because of that, were you hesitant to audition for this show? Why did this show seem like it was something that you wanted to be involved in?
You know what? That's a good question. I got approached a few times for different things, different reality shows that never really panned out. And, you know, this one, it seemed cool. And, you know, but one of the first things I thought of was, okay, what's the catch? You know, what's the thing that's going to reel everyone in? What is this really about? Like, the first thing I thought, I don't want it to be a mockery, because I want to do it justice. Like, if I'm going to be on TV representing plus-size women, I wanted to do it in a super positive light. So when I went and I spoke to producers and we had conversations, like, it just started making a lot of sense, and it was something I definitely wanted to do, because they were, you know, letting us know that this was going to be like a plus-size Sex in the City and showing, you know, our sexy, fun, you know, lives, but also really hitting on some important issues about what it's like to be a plus-size woman living, you know, kind of in a skinny girl's life, you know, in a skinny girl world. Right. So I was like, this is perfect, because it's not, you know, a dating show, and it's not a weight loss show, and it's not all these, you know, it's really a real life, you know, interpretation of what's going on, you know, and hopefully we represent it well, and hopefully, you know, people will tune in and they'll love it.
Now, a lot of people who appear in reality shows, after it airs, they often complain about how they are depicted through the editing. Are you nervous about the editing and how the public is going to view you?
Girl, I would totally sit here and lie to you if I said, no, I'm cool. I'm like totally, no, I don't care. I'm fine. This is the first time I'm on national television, and like anyone that I've ever dated or had a fight with or like came into any kind of contact with my whole life is going to see the show, and my mom and my dad, and I'm like, holy crap, what's going to happen? But you know what? I really trust the producers, and I saw the commercial, and I am so thrilled. I am so excited because, yeah, I am nervous because it's, you're in the public eye, and it's, no big deal.
Did you do or say anything on the show that you're like, oh, crap, they got that on tape?
Oh, honey, all the time, because sometimes they're filming and you forget that they're filming, and you're like, oh, no. And a lot of times I was like, oh, my mom's going to see this. My mom's going to see this.
Uh-oh.
But it's good things. It's funny things. That's why I want everyone to watch, because it's really funny, and there's a lot of humor in the show. I mean, there's a lot of serious stuff, but there's a lot of funny stuff. But, yeah, I'm nervous because you never know. You never know, what they're going to put together, but I'm pretty confident that overall it's going to be great.
Now, did you know all of these girls prior to being casted on the show?
Yeah, I mean, in one form or the other, we're all kind of connected because, I'm a plus-size model, and then Nikki is also a model, and I brought Nikki onto the project. And Audrey, she's a makeup artist, and then Leslie works at Redress. And, me and Redress, we've worked together a lot. So, and Heather, she's a stylist. So we're all kind of connected. We all work in the community, the plus-size community. And so we've all met each other, either through shows or, on set. And so we kind of already had that established connection beforehand.
So is there any drama on this show between any of the castmates? Is it like a Housewives where it's going to be some fighting and ugly words, or is it not that kind of show?
Now, why are you trying to get stuff out of me right now? Why?
I need to be prepared.
There are people listening, Chenese, okay. I can't tell you everything,
okay,
but I'll tell you that overall it's positive. I mean, there is drama in the sense that we talk about serious things, and there's drama in our own personal lives. As far as in between each other, you just have to watch. You just have to watch and see. Overall, it's really good, and that's what I'm going to say for now. And it's not drama like it's not drama like Basketball Wives and those other reality shows. Like, it's not like we're throwing drinks across the room.
Okay.
It's TLC. It's safe. It's happy. It's family. We're just trying to we have a message, and we're just trying to express that. So
good. And TLC for the most part is good, wholesome entertainment. So
yeah,
I don't anticipate it being raunchy or anything.
No, I was really, really happy about them picking us, because I love their programming, and they're such a positive place. It's a positive home for us to be in. So I'm really, really excited to be a part of that family now.
Now, the next season of Big Sexy is already casting in Atlanta. Do you know any details about that?
Yeah, I just found out about this, I think, yesterday, and I have no idea what's going on, but I assume that's a great, great thing. And I'm like, okay, great. The more opportunities and the more that we have, plus positive shows out there, the better. I'm really excited. It looks, it's great news. So I really don't know anything else, though. But so if you know anything, you find out anything, you let me know.
Okay. Now, besides the show, do you have anything else coming up that we can be on the lookout for?
Yes, I have a couple editorials out, and I'm really excited. I will be in the September issues of Plus Model magazine, so that's really exciting. And then I have a few hosting opportunities coming up as well, and everything will be posted on my site. So if you follow me, or you're my Facebook friend, or you go on my blog, on my website, everything will be posted. But there is I'm so blessed, a lot of really cool things coming down the pipe that I've been working on for a while. So if you know me or want to know me, then you'll know soon.
Well, awesome. And tell us your official website that we can keep up with everything that you have going on.
Great. Okay, so I have like 27 websites, but the main one, the main one is tiffanybank.net. That's TIFFANYBANK.net. That's my main website, and you can see my portfolio, and I also have my blog where I post, articles about Big Sexy and behind-the-scenes photos and all that stuff. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, then I am at twitter.com/Tiffany Bank or at Tiffany Bank. And I also have a Facebook fan page, which is facebook.com/Tiffany Bank. And also, Big Sexy has a fan page, so you can find that on Facebook as well.
Well, awesome, and thank you for being on the show. And I'm so excited for you. I definitely will be tuning in to every episode, and I'm just excited for your success. I know you've been working hard for a long time.
Oh, I really appreciate it, Chenese. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity and always being there. I've known you for such a long time, and you've been there every step of the way, so thank you. And thank you, everyone, for all your support. I really appreciate it.
And the show premieres August 30th,
Yes, August 30th at 10 p.m., and you need to DVR it and watch it and write to TLC and tell them that you love it.
Now, 10 p.m. is in New York time because it wouldn't be 10 p.m. for me in L.A., right?
Well, yes, it will be 10 p.m. anywhere in your zone.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
So it's not going to be like 10 p.m. in New York and 7 p.m. in L.A. It'll be 10 p.m. in your zone.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you for being on the show, and you're going to have to come back after it airs so we can dish about what happened.
I am so ready, girl, anytime.
All right. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thanks, Chenese. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye. And thank you to all of my fabulous guests this evening. Tune in next week, and we'll have more Plus industry professionals with stories to not only inspire you, but to keep you connected with the curvy community. If you're interested in advertising on our show or being a guest, visit the website at plusmodelradio.com. And if you haven't already, don't forget to join our fan page on Facebook at facebook.com/plusmodelradio. I've been your host this evening, Chenese Lewis. Thank you for tuning in and supporting Plus Model Radio. Until next time, keep thriving in your curves and be blessed.